Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bleach Brave Souls! Alright guys, so on the JP server, they just dropped the latest mid-month gacha, and this gacha includes Kaien Shiba, Past Rose, and Past Love. And we just had Rose and Love recently in another selection a month or so ago, so it's kind of unusual for them to do those characters again, but they are kind of different this time. So let's get into it. We'll take a look at their statistics, abilities, and gameplay. Let's start off with Kaien Shiba in his past version. If we look at the numbers, guys, everything looks pretty solid. He's pretty balanced as far as attack and SP goes. They're almost exactly the same number. And the rest of the statistics like stamina, defense, and focus are pretty decent as well. So he's a pretty all-around good character, numbers-wise. You should note that he is a heart character, so he's purple, which means he's neutral or better against almost all other attributes. Well, against all other attributes. His killer is hollow, and he does have the soul trait of strong attack damage plus 25%, guys. So if you have the Byakuya, the full brain Byakuya, and the Riruka, and if you get this character, you'll have 3 characters that have plus 25 strong attack damage for their soul traits, which is pretty huge. If you're going for that min-max thing on some of your characters, you probably want to pull this guy if for no other reason than to get his soul trait. If we look at the 6-star upgrades, they're pretty decent as well. He has increases to his normal attack range and damage. He has increases to his strong attack range and damage. And he also has bombardment. So overall, pretty solid character. Definitely looks like he's focused on, or he was intended to be played as a hybrid, because he's pretty even on both sides, normal attack and strong attack. Now if you look at the gameplay, there's nothing really special to note. He does have pretty good range in his 5-star version, so when he gets to 6-star, his range is going to be even better. He'll be a good crowd control character for sure, but he doesn't have any other special effects or status ailments. He does have that little vortex right there, which is very good. Vortexes are always useful, and the special, it looks quite nice as well. Water-based Zanpakuto, which is kind of rare. I think Holybell is the only other water-based character in the series. Okay, so that's a quick look at Kaien Shiba. Pretty good character, guys. Well-balanced, great soul trait. Let's move on now to Rose. And Rose, personally, is my favorite of this bunch. If we look at the numbers, he's very good, but he is focused more on SP. His SP is 593. That's amazing, guys. And the soul trait is strong attack recharge, minus 14%. So we're seeing a creep in the number of increased soul traits, like 25 normal attack damage, 25 strong attack damage, and 14% recharge. So that's slowly starting to become the norm these days. If you'll note, 2 of his strong attacks do paralyze the enemy, and the most important thing to take from his 6-star upgrades is the fact that he has Frenzy, guys. So this here, guys, this is why I think he's the best, alright? He's a mind character, first of all, so he's an orange neutral attribute. He's a ranged character, which is always a plus, in my opinion. I think range is great. He has 593 SP, very high SP, and he has Frenzy. So everything, all of that put together makes this character pretty damn good, guys. If you notice his normal attack string, it's very similar to Hogyoku Aizen. It's very fast. And it's, it just looks visually similar to Hogyoku Aizen, except it's yellow and it has some music note effects. Other than that, guys, his strong attacks, they're perfectly suited for a ranged character. Now, if you remember Hogyoku Aizen, his strong attacks required him to go into the middle of enemies in order to get the maximum effect out of those strong attacks. Rose's strong attacks are all ranged strong attacks, which means he can stand back, do his normal attacks, his normal ranged attacks, and he can stand back and use all his strong attacks without putting himself in harm's way. So guys, this is a great character. He might be the sleeper of this bunch. And I think he's one of the few mind frenzy characters. So this is definitely the one to shoot for, in my opinion, guys. He's got great upgrades. He's got great statistics for a frenzy strong attack character, and he's ranged. What more is there to say? On top of that, he is a captain killer. I don't know, that might be an advantage in PvP, because we're seeing a lot of captains these days, especially with the Kenpachis out there and some of the other captains that are very strong. So Rose, best of the bunch, in my opinion, hands down. Not that the other 2 are bad, I just think Rose is the best. Alright guys, so moving on, final character, Love. Here we go, we have Love once again. If you take a look at his numbers, very strong. He's pretty much the opposite of Rose, in that he's a normal attack character. If you look at his normal attack, it's 653. But guys, don't be deceived by that 653. This attack rating is only that high because he has a plus 100 attack soul trait. So you have to factor that in. It's not naturally that high. But for all intents and purposes, you can pretty much call it 653. If you look at the other numbers, 804 stamina is excellent. Defense is very good. SP is a little low, and focus is very good. So looks like he's going to be a really strong character, guys. His strong attacks 2 and 3 have the chance to burn, and his special does burn as well. So he's a boss killer. The upgrades for this character: long reach, normal attack range, bruiser, normal attack damage, and he also has a very high berserker, which is 40%. So if you wanted to, you probably could go hybrid on this guy, but I think he's more suited for a normal attack damage build with chappies. Not much else to say about Love. Oh, there is more to say about Love. He does have a moving vortex, guys. And the only other character that has a moving vortex is the Fullbring Byakuya. So this is the second character with that move. If you can see it in the gameplay, I show it to you. You can start that thing up and just run into the middle of some mobs, and it'll stun them and lock them down. And while that vortex is active, you can still do whatever you want. You can still flash step, you can still use normal attacks, you can still use strong attacks, whatever you want to do. The only thing I did notice about it is that when you activate these moving vortexes, if you don't have a higher end device, you may lag a little bit. But that's just because the game is it has a lot of particle effects and things like that. So Love, another great character. All three of these characters, in my opinion, they're excellent. They're visually very, very cool to look at. They have great mechanics. Rose, best one in the bunch, in my opinion. If I have orbs by the time this comes out on Global, which should be middle of May, I will definitely try to do a few pulls on this. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Hope you got a good look at them. Let me know what you think. And thanks for watching once again. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.